I remember pulling my favorite black sweater out of the wash, only to find it covered in an embedded layer of golden retriever fur. It actually looked worse than before I washed it. Trying to find an appliance that genuinely removes pet hair without destroying fabrics or clogging plumbing was an absolute nightmare of confusing marketing jargon. That's why I spent the last few months rigorously testing the highly talked about Maytag Pet Pro series. Today I'm ranking them from 5 to 1, and the top spot completely revolutionized how I handle laundry day. 5. Maytag MTW7200RF. When I first got my hands on this machine, I was excited about the massive capacity and the dedicated Pet Pro filter built right into the agitator. The concept is straightforward. As the water circulates, the filter catches the hair that your furry friends leave behind on your clothes, bedding, and blankets. It feels incredibly sturdy out of the box, boasting that classic Maytag commercial technology build that promises longevity and rugged performance for years to come. However, after running several heavily fur-covered loads through it, I noticed a few glaring issues that disrupted my laundry routine. The central agitator, while great for heavily soiled work clothes, takes up a significant amount of the drum space. This makes washing bulky items like thick dog beds or king-sized comforters surprisingly difficult, as they tend to get wrapped tightly around the middle pillar. You really have to balance the load perfectly, or the machine will quickly unbalance itself and pause the cycle entirely. Another frustrating aspect I encountered during my testing was the Pet Pro cycle itself. While it does use additional water to lift the hair from the fabric, its extra water usage feels a bit wasteful compared to modern high-efficiency front-load standards. I also found that the traditional agitator was unnecessarily rough on some of my thinner, more delicate fabrics. If you are washing fragile items that happen to have pet hair on them, you might find them looking prematurely worn after just a few cycles. The built-in Pet Pro filter does catch an impressive amount of hair, but if you have a double-coated dog like a husky or a golden retriever, it clogs incredibly fast. 4. Maytag MED7205RW. Visually, it's a beast of a machine, and the large drum capacity is fantastic for tumbling massive loads of laundry all at once. The headline feature here is the Pet Pro option, which uses a no-heat extended tumble time to lift and trap pet hair in an extra-large lint screen before the actual drying cycle begins. I really appreciated the extra-large lint screen during my tests. It holds a staggering amount of fur. But while the concept sounds perfect on paper, the real-world application left me slightly underwhelmed. Engaging the Pet Pro option tacks on a significant amount of time to your overall drying process. I found that I was waiting well over an hour and a half for standard loads to finish. If you are trying to power through multiple loads of laundry on a busy Sunday afternoon, this extended cycle time becomes a massive bottleneck in your household routine, leaving you waiting around for your clothes. Furthermore, the machine relies quite heavily on high heat for its standard drying cycles. While testing, I noticed that unless I constantly monitored and manually adjusted the temperature settings, it had a tendency to bake the remaining pet hair into the fabrics if the initial Pet Pro tumbling didn't catch every single strand. It also lacks the advanced moisture-sensing accuracy found in newer, smarter models, occasionally leaving the center of a heavy blanket slightly damp while the outer edges were bone dry. The build quality is undeniably solid, but the control panel feels a bit dated and clunky compared to the sleek digital interfaces we expect on premium appliances today. 3. Maytag MGD7020RF. Testing this machine was an absolute breath of fresh air. Gas dryers inherently heat up much faster than their electric counterparts, and this model takes full advantage of that raw efficiency. The 7.4 cubic foot drum offers plenty of space for hot air to circulate freely, which is the absolute secret weapon for separating stubborn, static clung pet hair from tightly woven fabrics. The Pet Pro option on this front-load model is significantly more refined and effective. It utilizes a similar no-heat tumble to dislodge hair, but because of the front-load tumbling mechanics, gravity works with the machine to lift, drop, and separate the garments much more effectively than a top-load style. The extra-large lint trap caught fine hair that I didn't even know was still lingering on my clothes. I was incredibly impressed by how soft and entirely hair-free my fleece jackets came out, which are notoriously difficult to clean. What really sets this dryer apart for me are the integrated smart features. By connecting to the Maytag app, I could effortlessly monitor my drying cycles from my phone, receive push alerts when the load was done, and even start or stop the machine remotely. This completely eliminated the guesswork and the annoying repetitive trips to the laundry room just to check if the clothes were dry yet. The advanced moisture sensors in this unit are also highly accurate, ensuring the cycle ends exactly when the clothes are perfectly dry, protecting them from unnecessary heat damage. The addition of steam-enhanced cycles was the absolute cherry on top during my testing weeks. 2. Maytag MED7020RF Smart Front-Load Electric Dryer. If you don't have a gas line in your home, but desperately want the elite performance of Maytag's premium front-load series, this is exactly what you need. During my extensive testing, this electric model provided a nearly identical, top-tier experience to its gas counterpart, but with the universal convenience of standard electric installation. It perfectly balances heavy-duty performance with a smart, highly intuitive design. The Pet Pro option here works flawlessly under pressure. When activated, the dryer effectively creates a fur-catching vortex inside the drum. The combination of the extra-large lint screen and the strategically designed airflow pulled an astonishing amount of cat and dog hair out of my most difficult test fabrics. Even notoriously clingy pet hair magnet fabrics like corduroy, velvet, and dark cotton came out looking remarkably pristine. The machine operates incredibly quietly too, lacking the aggressive rattling and humming you sometimes get with heavy-duty electric dryers. I also completely fell in love with the wrinkle prevent option during my time with this electric dryer. We all know the universal struggle of forgetting a load in the dryer, only to come back hours later to a wrinkled mess. This feature intermittently tumbles the clothes for up to 150 minutes after the drying cycle officially ends, keeping them fresh and wrinkle-free until you are finally ready to fold. Paired with the smart app connectivity, managing laundry day suddenly felt entirely stress-free and manageable. The overall build quality is sleek, modern, and visually stunning, instantly elevating the look of any laundry room. The touch controls are highly responsive and offer a fantastic array of customizable cycle settings without feeling overwhelmingly complicated. 1. Maytag MFW7020RF Smart Front Load Washer. If you are deeply serious about eliminating pet hair from your daily life, this 5.0 cubic foot masterpiece is the ultimate solution. From the moment I ran my very first load, I knew this machine was on a completely different level. The spacious front-load drum easily accommodates massive pet beds, thick winter blankets, and heavy towels, tumbling them thoroughly without the annoying restriction of a central agitator. The true magic of this washer lies in how it flawlessly executes the Pet Pro cycle. It releases a tailored, high-pressure surge of water and utilizes a specialized tumbling pattern that actively loosens pet hair from deep within the fabric fibers. But the real star of the show is the built-in Pet Pro filter located directly in the pump. Unlike the top-load models where the filter clogs easily and requires constant attention, this advanced filtration system seamlessly removes hair from the wash water, preventing it from ever redepositing on your clothes. I was stunned to see how crystal clear the final rinse water was. Beyond its unmatched pet hair capabilities, this washer is packed with premium features that make everyday laundry an absolute joy rather than a chore. The 16-hour fresh hold option was an absolute lifesaver during my testing period. An internal fan gently circulates fresh air through the drum after the wash cycle finishes, meaning you can wash your clothes at night and wake up to fresh, odor-free laundry without rushing to transfer it to the dryer. It completely eliminates that dreaded, sour mildew smell.